Hey there, everybody. Pete Pardo here from Sea Tranquility. Welcome to another episode of What's Hot with Sea Tranquility. It's Wednesday, new review day here on the channel. Today, we're going to take a look in this episode at a debut album from this new band slash project. It's kind of like an offshoot from a couple of other psychedelic bands. The band is called Weite, spelled W-E-I-T-E. It's a German pronunciation, Weite. The album is called Assemblage. Look at that very cool album cover there, right? Kind of dig that. It's got kind of Roger Deanish looking. This is on Stickman Records, right? The great folks at Stickman Records who have all sorts of really cool psychedelic bands, stoner bands, doom bands, right? That sort of thing, right? So let's take a look at this. There are the guys in the band. I will read you their names. Ben Lubin, Michael Reisberg, Ingvar Boysen, and Nicholas DeSalvo. Yes, that Nicholas DeSalvo from Elder. So, of course, these guys have come together, got together in Berlin, Germany, featuring members of, like I said, Elder, High Fighter, and Lawns, right? Exactly who plays what on here, I'm not quite certain. We know Nick, of course, plays guitar at Elder, but I think he's playing drums on here. Michael Reisberg, also from Elder. And yes, this is their first album, and lots of swirling sounds. I'm trying to think of new ways to describe this music because this album is not very Elderish, not really. Although maybe the last Elder album you can hear kind of similarities, but 4 tracks on here. Few of them are quite lengthy. All right, so you've got Newland is 9 and change. Enzudent is 9 and change. Rope is just under 6 minutes long, and Murmuration is just under 15 minutes long. So it's roughly 38, 39 minutes long, the album itself. Very, very cool, all instrumental. Psychedelic for sure. Pink Floyd fans, if you like the kind of Pink Floyd period from Piper at the Gates of Dawn up until Dark Side of the Moon, not really including Dark Side of the Moon, the more experimental long tracks, Saucer Full of Secrets, that sort of thing. You're going to love this. Really, just this nice mix of guitars and rhythms and undulating cool effects and very, very fascinating music to listen to. And all 4 tracks are really, really good. They each have a slight different flavor. Like for me, Enzundet, okay, the second track, and Murmuration are the most Floydy tracks, where I think like Newland, the opening track, is definitely a little bit more of kind of like what you'd expect from Elder, maybe not quite as hard rocking as Elder, right? Elder rocks a little bit more than this band. This band doesn't really overpower you, the stoner aspect of it. This is much, much more of a psychedelic / prog band. But the way the arrangements are set up, it's very intoxicating music. Excellent guitar work throughout. The rhythms are really good. Rope is a little more, it's psychedelic, but it's a little more bluesy in nature. Rope is probably my least favorite of the 3 pieces, but I do like it quite a bit. Man, the other 3, though, are so, so good. And nothing, at just about 30, it's just under 40 minutes, nothing gets boring here at all, and it keeps your attention. And by the time like all 4 tracks are done, you're kind of like, I want to hear that again. Just really, really good stuff. I'm trying to think if I can give you any more. So apparently they recorded this live in the studio. Okay, let me just read you some of the information from the Bandcamp page. So Weite is a new band featuring Nicholas DeSalvo from Elder and Delving, and Michael Reisberg from Elder, alongside colleagues Ingvar Boysen and Ben Lubin. Assemblage is their first record, an effortlessly eclectic album of light psychedelic instrumental music. In winter of 2022 in Hamburg, Berlin, Germany, out-of-work musicians litter the streets, tumbling about so many discarded face masks and empty beer bottles. Amongst this backdrop of boredom and monotony, guitarist bassist Ingvar Boysen conceived the idea of wrangling some like-minded friends and writing and recording a record within a short period of time. Kind of sounds like the Eldevar album, right? In fact, that's not all that dissimilar to what you get here. That's the album that the couple of guys from Elder did with a couple of guys at Cadaver, right? So there's all this kind of like working together going on over there in Berlin from all these various bands. So where did I leave off here? Being a live member of Nick DeSalvo's new band Delving, together with guitarist Michael Reisberg, the two were obvious choices as a certain musical chemistry between the three was already evident. The group recruited Berlin-based English guitarist Lubin to round out the quartet and proceeded to bunker in for a week of intense songwriting in the basement of an old brewery. Sharing their diverse musical interests and swapping instruments frequently, a body of songs was quickly created that channeled a collective love for 60s and 70s psychedelic music, krautrock, jazz, and listening to one motoric beat for 20 minutes straight. The troupe set off to record a short session at Big Snuff Studio with frequent collaborator Richard Behrens, and within a few days, Assemblage was born. I like the fact that they mentioned that everybody's kind of swapping instruments, so they don't tell you on here or on the Bandcamp page exactly who plays what. We know most of them play guitar, so I think it's just guitars, bass, drums, everybody's just kind of playing a little bit of everything. Recorded live, Behrens captured the essence of the session, at times mellow and at times intense, with the five together then embellishing the raw recordings with a hearty dollop of experimental overdubs. Assemblage is an expression of total creative freedom from four artists exploring music outside the sphere of the projects for which they are known. It is also the beginning of what looks to be a fruitful collaboration reaching into the future. So, that kind of says it all. This is really, really cool stuff. If you like kind of trippy psychedelic music, like I said, it doesn't get overly heavy. It does rock out in spots, but this is not as heavy hitting as some of the elder stuff. But really, really cool, thought-provoking instrumental music that goes all sorts of twists and turns. Excellent guitar work on here. I think you guys would really dig this. So if you like psychedelic music, this is a safe bet. You can go to their Bandcamp page, which is weiteband.bandcamp.com. And again, that's spelled WEITE band.bandcamp.com. I'll put that link down below. You can also get this over at lasercd.com. Ken Golden's got these in stock. So if you'd rather if you're here in the States and you want to go get them from Ken, because I think if you order it from either Stickmen or from the band's Bandcamp page, it's coming from Europe, so just keep that in mind. So if you're here in the States, you may want to order from Ken Golden. If you live over in Europe, you can get it directly from the band or from the Stickmen website. Stickman has all sorts of other artists on their label, so I highly urge everybody to check out Stickman Records, because I got some really good stuff there. We'll probably, Karen Prezioso and myself will probably at some point in the not too distant future do an episode on Stickman Records for more fuzzy sounds, right? So for now, 4.5 out of 5 star. This is just glorious, beautiful music. I really dig it quite a bit. So go check it out. This is on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube all together all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already and click on that notification bell so you get alert of all of our content as it posts. And please do hit the like button before you leave. Also down below we got the links to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations as well as our merch page. So thanks in advance for all your support there. I also now have a Cameo account as well. So if you'd like me to do a personalized message to you or someone you love, maybe it's a birthday, maybe it's a celebration, or maybe you just want to have me answer some questions or whatever, Cameo is available. That link is also here on the YouTube channel, but if you just go to Cameo, search for Pete Pardo, you'll be able to find me. So thanks in advance for everybody, and we'll see you real soon here. Should have another one or two for you here today. So thanks for watching, and come back soon. Take care. Bye-bye.